Do you think it's possible to reach an agreement before the U.S. election with the U.S.?
I think it is possible to reach an agreement, and if there is enough effort, it is always possible to do it really soon, because we have agreements. So if we put something to it, add something to it, it is something that is really feasible. But in the end, it depends on all sides that have to work very hard, and we should be confident that there are solutions possible. As I already said, there is a long history of willingness in the European Union really to get progress in this question and to reduce trade barriers from both sides.
We also have a meeting happening here today to discuss the WTO and the way forward. From your perspective, what do we do to get out of this dispute that we currently have with the WTO, and is there a need for reform?
I think it is necessary that we establish more support for the WTO. It has been and is still a very successful organization, and due to that fact, the European Union decided to accept the decisions of the WTO, and we ask others to do the same and to help that all the bodies of the WTO could work as they should. My view is that there should be more compromise on the international level, because in the end, global growth depends on better trade, and this is something where the WTO has a big responsibility and big opportunities.
ECB President Christine Lagarde is also here, and Davos will be on the panel with you a little later this morning. She's in the process of doing a review currently. What does Germany want to see out of that?
First, Germany decided to support the idea of an independent ECB. This was one of the main topics we raised when the discussion about the euro started and we established the common currency of the European Union. And so it is something where we are a little bit, we are not commenting all the actions of the European Central Bank, but I think it is a wise decision, and it is something which shows really leadership by the new president.
Germany had a record budget surplus. It's a position that many countries would like to be in. Your colleague in the cabinet, Peter Altmaier, is calling for a reduction in corporate taxes. Is this something that you would support, or how would you spend this surplus that Germany currently has?
So we are doing really a very expansionary fiscal policy. We increased social spending, we reduced taxes. This will be altogether 25 billion a year in the next year, 2021, if we count all the different decisions together that were taken in this legislative period. And we are already doing a lot of things which will help to expand investments. So Germany has now one of the highest investments figures we ever had in the history, and this is really important. So public investment will increase further as it did in the past, and now with the surplus we have all the possibility to be very strong in this field, as anyone asked us to be and as we really want ourselves.
Climate is obviously a huge topic here in Davos as well. Germany is in the process of implementing a huge climate package through the government. What more do you think Germany needs to do on this front from a climate perspective?
Germany decided to establish a climate package, which was brought out by the government, but now already is accepted by the parliament, so it is legislation. We will have the start of CO2 pricing in 2021 as one of the first countries to do so, and this price will increase constantly, with the effect that all the participants, the people, the companies can take their next decisions looking how they reduce the emissions with their doings and their activities. And then we decided to go out of the use of coal, which is a very strong question, because it will be 40 gigawatt that will be not anymore used in less than 20 years. And now the big task is to do that, and on the other hand to go into renewable energies. Our next task is to have 65% of renewable energies in 2030. And this is really a big aim where hard work is needed.